Bob, people don't like that.
Too bad. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heining, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about 3 simple and safe 1-minute balance exercises at home. You don't need any equipment. These are quite cool. I just saw these myself this morning. I was very impressed, Brad.
As a matter of fact, I just learned them myself on a new course that I'm taking online. But yeah, I'm so excited about it. It covers everything that you need to maintain your balance, from the core, the hip, the ankle strength. It's from a therapist's point of view.
It's safe.
And safe.
Yeah,
yes.
which that's the problem with a lot of balance activities. You're working on balance, so I'm worried you're going to get hurt.
You're going to fall over because you're challenging yourself. But this is a unique way.
And if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And you're going to want to go over to the Facebook and like us, because very soon, I can't say when exactly, but we're going to be doing a weekly giveaway. And this is big stuff we're giving away.
Yeah, this is big stuff.
But right now, we'll give you positive vibes.
Go.
You can become one of our good vibers. All right, Brad, take it away.
Okay, so we already mentioned it. If you're having problems with balance, and I'm working with someone right now, he has a tendency to go backwards and lose his balance. He actually fell once. He had a head injury, not a serious one, and these are some of the exercises I gave him to work on, because he can do it by himself without risk for fall.
And that's one of the worst things, is the falling backwards, isn't it?
Right.
Because especially like we have people with a walker, and if you lean forward, you're going to be safe. But if you fall back, there's nothing to stop you from going. I mean,
so these are good exercises, for some seniors, someone recovering from an accident. It could be a younger person recovering from an accident, or just may have some balance issues. Static balance mostly, we're not talking about running or walking up and down hills.
It certainly won't hurt dynamic balance.
That's true. That's true. It's going to help. So should we get to the first one? You want to demonstrate?
No, you do.
Okay.
You know what you're doing.
First thing you need is a wall that's flat. There's no pictures, no things in the way. You know what I'm... Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you're acting like it's a big deal to have a wall.
Well, in my office, I have one area. It's like everything else, there's things hanging on the wall getting in the way.
That's true.
So you need a wall there, and then you're going to put your butt up against the wall and your shoulder blades, but not your head. It's important you do not let your head touch. There's a reason for that. And then you're going to bring your feet out away from the wall. The distance away from the wall is critical, as you'll see as I get going here. That kind of tunes it in so it'll work well for you.
You're going to have to experiment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what the distance is going to be right now.
Probably about 8 to 12 inches and about shoulder width. So you have your feet touching, your butt touching, and your shoulders touching. And the first thing you're going to do is take your butt or your hips and go away from the wall. And then without using your head or your elbows, you're going to come forward and get your balance. Now, this may not look like much, but
it is.
It is.
Yes.
Now, if I go too far out,
you won't be able to get out.
Yep, I'm unable to do it. And if you get too close, it's just too easy.
So you want to find the sweet spot where you're working, but that you're not working, not to the point where you can't do it at all.
Precisely, Bob. So, and you'll feel core muscles right in here, stomach muscles are going to town to do this, as well as your hips, and you're getting a really good balance. Exercise.
Yeah,
there we go.
How often are you going to do this, Brad?
Well, I would recommend doing this 5 to 10 reps, and then at least 3 times a day. It's only going to take you about a minute, maybe a little more than that, but the title says 3. This is only one of the 3 exercises. The second one is very similar. You're going to do this one right after you get done with pulling the hips away. These are called pulls, because you're pulling your body away from the wall. So the second pull is, instead of bringing your hips forward, you're going to bring your shoulders forward and do the same thing. Try to stand forward.
I found that one a little bit easier. I had to put my feet out further. That was my experience.
And that was a little easier, so I'm going to bring my feet forward, away from the wall, just about an inch, maybe even less.
But also try not to rock.
Yeah, because that's cheating.
Yeah, when I rocked, it made it a lot easier.
Right. You get that momentum going, and that would be cheating momentum. So here, and I can see my heels are coming off the ground. It works opposite muscles, so it gives you a complete exercise between the 2 of those. And then the third one, well, I'll do this one more time. I won't go over it again. The third one is simply, we want ankle strength. It's really important to have. Bob, could you pull me that chair over?
Sure.
The
stool or the chair?
The chair. Is ankle strength really critical, and as well as getting some what we call proprioception involved. So you got my feet in the, so we're going to go up on the toes, and then we're going to go back. And I like to have a chair, something to hold on to.
Or
keep
countertop,
yourself,
something solid.
Yeah, something solid. A flimsy chair like this chair's a little flimsy. You may want a good solid chair. And then the next part of it is rock back and pull your toes off the ground. And then we go up, and that's all it is. And you're going to have as less amount of assistance. Least amount. There you go. Grammar, Bob. Grammar. Yeah, we're never English major. I'm not an English. So we're going to go up here and back here. And watch out so you don't pull your butt back like this to get it up. It's here, maintain good posture, and see if you can get those toes up with as little about a hip movement as possible. Now, on all three of these, if they get too easy, you can simply challenge yourself more by doing it exactly the same mechanics, but 1 foot.
Sure.
So lift 1 foot up here, and then you get side-to-side balance. Now, if you're having problems with that, or you think you may be not safe, put a chair here. I don't have another chair, but you're going to have something or a wall here so that you're more stable.
You got something to
because that is.
In case you go.
And then the same thing with the
So you can always switch feet too then. I mean, you can.
Oh, right. You want to do both
legs,
and left. Yep. 5 to 10 repetitions of each. Again, if you do all these, all three exercises, whether you're doing single leg or two leg, you're going to start with two leg, of course. I would say you'll be done in 3 to 4 minutes.
Sure.
So I said 1 minute exercise. That's one per exercise. So, okay, you can get it done in 3 minutes. Watch your clock.
Yeah, and depending on your schedule. I mean, if you want to do one of them part of the day and another one, I mean.
Precisely.
Everything's going to help.
And, 3 times a day, but if you only do it once a day, it's going to help you a lot more than ignoring the problem at all.
That's right.
But, the more the better.
Baby steps.
Baby steps is right.
All right. Well, we want to thank all of you for watching. I don't know how much time is left, Brad.
I don't know. Keep your balance.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.